English even. I'm coming back. For her exemplary coordination skills and unwavering dedication to ensuring the smooth operation of this academy. Participants in past academies affectionately refer to her as Mama, a testament to her nurturing and supportive role in fostering a sense of belonging and care within our academy family. To Ambassador K. Kamara, I am familiar with your intellectual prowess and contributions to various intellectual engagements. We have had opportunities to meet in at different occasions and meetings, and he is amazing. Your presence enriches our discussions, I'm sure, and I look forward to the insights and perspectives you will share. Similarly to the two who are not here, it will be our first encounter, me and them, those who are not here. However, I have followed their work closely, and their reputation precedes them. Their expertise and dedication to international law are commendable, and I am confident that their contributions will greatly benefit all of us here. I want to assure all participants that our dedicated team members who have been diligently preparing for this event are at your disposal. You have seen, I'm sure, some of them who came to greet you at the hotels, and some who came to welcome you. You will see more, and you will be happy with them. They are young, they are energetic, and they are committed to ensuring that your experience during this academy is both fruitful and enjoyable. I also wish to take this opportunity to address a matter regarding our initial hotel arrangements. Due to unforeseen circumstances, there was a change in our accommodations, and I apologize for any inconvenience that this may have caused. Please accept my apology. This change happened suddenly, and unfortunately, we were not able to inform everybody as early as we would have liked. Please rest assured, our team is working diligently to ensure that your stay is comfortable and that you can focus on the enriching experience that awaits you. As we embark on this week-long journey of exploration and learning, I encourage each of you to actively engage, collaborate, and share your insights. The knowledge gained and connections forged during this academy will not only benefit you individually, but will also contribute to the advancement of international cooperation, legal scholarship, deep knowledge in the realm on the continental shelf. In closing, I extend my gratitude to all those who have contributed to the success of this academy, including our partners, sponsors, and the government of Tanzania for their unwavering support. Together, let us make this summer academy on the continental shelf a transformative and impactful experience. Thank you, and may our collective efforts pave the way for a more sustainable and inclusive maritime future. May God bless you.
I'd like to express a big thank you to all of you for showing interest for this academy and also for availing yourself in your busy calendars for attending this academy. The success of this academy relies on the interest of the participants. Secondly, congratulations, because being selected to this year's academy is an achievement in itself. We have never had such a high number of applications as we have received this year, and we have never had such a high number of participants as we have this year. We were obliged to extend the number given the high quality of the applications that we received. So we're very thankful for that, and thank you again. The Summer Academy of the Continental Shelf arises from an idea that Martin and Finn and myself had now some years back. We had worked with a number of claims to outer continental shelf areas, and thereafter Martin, he continued his journey as member of the Commission on Limits of the Continental Shelf. Finn and myself, we continued our journey elaborating other claims in other areas in the world. But common to all of this work is that the knowledge is very difficult. It's inaccessible for those that have not already been involved in this work. And we also noted that there may be a great need for this knowledge, in particular in the Southern Hemisphere. From this basis, we were fortunate enough to have the then rector of the African Institute of International Law, the Judge Yusuf, contacting us, I believe it was in 2016 or 17, to explore whether we would be interested in moving the Summer Academy of the Continental Shelf, which for 3 consecutive years had been held in the Faroe Islands, to the African continent. And we were extremely enjoyed by this email because we had had these internal discussions. And I have to say that since our first course in 2018 in Arusha, I believe that the quality of the program and the preparations has increased for every year. And we are extremely grateful for the very professional and thorough commitment that the African Institute of International Law has put into these preparations. It is second to none, and definitely second to none. And this is also a message that we deliver elsewhere in other corners of the world, that the AIL is an amazing institute with whom one may collaborate on matters such as these that we'll be discussing this week. Now, needless to say, why is this topic so interesting, so important? Because these matters relate to national security matters. These matters relate to the establishment of boundaries, continental shelf boundaries, limits vis-à-vis the area with the capital A, and boundaries between states. And common for both is that this is an exercise which can only be undertaken once, not only in a lifetime, but forever. These are not possible to revise. Therefore, it's in the crucial interest that all countries have the best available knowledge when they pursue these tasks. And one of the aims of SACS is to be a world-leading academy on these questions. So we try to collect lecturers, guest faculty lecturers, and the permanent staff in the academy, all of which I believe fair to say are world-leading experts, and who have one aim throughout this week is to share that knowledge with all of you. Some of you have more background, more experience on these questions than others, but we believe that common for all applicants is a great potential. And in order to exploit this potential, I encourage all of you to be prepared for the courses, read the materials, and also I would like to draw your attention to our understanding being that there is no necessity of being in agreement with the lecturer. It's more about having a dialogue then, and there need not be one truth, one conclusion. There could be many, and we cherish plurality of views. Also, a reason for which we deem very important to have a different roster of faculty visiting fellows. And we're extremely grateful that this year Judge Kamara has been able to avail himself to participate in the course and also to be joined with colleagues in Ghana, which is much appreciated. Now, as Professor Matthias mentioned earlier, Gunle is the mama of the course. She'll be taking care of us. I'm sure that she will be taking very good care of you, and should you have any queries of whatever kind, please feel free to contact Gunle, and she'll do her best to assist in any matter. I'm a father to 4 children. I'm also a lawyer, a French lawyer, and a professor of international law at the University of the Faroe Islands. I teach international law of the sea, and have been working with continental shelf matters for a number of years.
Heinzen, as been said several times now. I am a geologist by training. I come from the Faroe Islands. I'm living in Denmark. We are distinguishing between those two, typically. At least us who come from the Faroes, we are proud of being a part of a small society out in the North Atlantic. I have been involved with continental shelf issues since early this century. We started 2002, 2003 with preparing our own 2 submissions, or the scientific material leading up to the actual submissions, which were drafted some years later with the aid of these 2 guys, Björn Kunoy and Finn Mørk. And it has always been, from the very start, a teamwork. Submissions in 2009 for the area north of the Faroe Islands, and 2010 for the area south of the Faroe Islands. But as was mentioned before, it's very important that the knowledge, the expertise, which has been gained from the initial work, doesn't disappear with the people just going somewhere else. We found that it was very important for us to try whatever we could to continue working with the similar aspects, leading to the consideration of our 2 submissions. The one has been successfully recommended upon. The other one is still pending in a queue of the CLCS. But the fact that the knowledge needed is so specialized, so it's very important. If I'm thinking about several of you who may have been involved in such work, to stay there and support your government as far as possible until the project is over, because it's a very, very long project typically. So I think with that, and I've been lucky to be with Matthias and all his staff, and together with my colleagues, joining this SACS since we are here 2018. We started over in 2000, I think it was 14. So yeah, by that I think I'm looking very much forward to working with you.
Foreign Affairs and East Africa Cooperation. On behalf of the Ministry, we are here to support the academy, and I'm expecting to hear a lot from the friends and our teachers. Thank you very much. Karibuni sana.
Address that to actively engage in discussions, both with the joint lecturers, but also among yourselves, because one of the things that you will take away is probably friendships and relations made between you, among all the participants.
But everything is going well. Otherwise, I'm a professor of international law, specializing in other things than the Continental Shelf. You know, otherwise, I will be with you the whole week and feel at home. Thank you.
Of this program for since 2016, 15, I think. Yeah, 15. So yes. Yes, one more practical thing. I told you in the information sheet that I will have a USB stick for each one of you. I have it with me, so I will hand it to all of you at some point in this evening. Thank you.
Good evening to all you all. I am a Sierra Leonean. My name is Usman K. Kamara. Asante Sana. I'm glad to be back to Arusha because I used to be a non-resident ambassador of Sierra Leone to Arusha here, but based in Ethiopia, as I was also representing Sierra Leone to the African Union, but I was covering Tanzania as well. I used to be in Dar es Salaam frequently, but this is the second time to be in Arusha. And thanks to the SACS Academy, given me the opportunity to interact with you all. I'm currently a member of the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea. I was elected last year in June. And before then, I served in various capacities in the international arena. I was a co-counsel. You heard about the special court in Sierra Leone. I served as co-counsel in that court. And then ambassador to Ethiopia, and then I served as deputy ambassador of Sierra Leone to the United Nations, and I was following law of the sea issues. We started the BBNJ process, so it's an honor and privilege to be here and to impact our knowledge to our brothers and colleagues across the world. So thank you, and I look forward to your contribution.
Excellencies, esteemed guests, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. In my capacity as rector of the African Institute of International Law, and from the rather foggy shores of the Lac Léman in Geneva, I have the distinct pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 Academy on the Continental Shelf, which is jointly hosted by the African Institute of International Law and the University of the Faroe Islands. This collaborative endeavor embodies our shared commitment to advancing legal knowledge and fostering international cooperation. At the African Institute of International Law, our mission is to promote the rule of law in Africa and contribute to Pan-African integration through the dissemination of legal expertise. In this regard, we are deeply grateful to the government of Tanzania, the host country of the Institute, for its continuous assistance and support, which has been instrumental in enhancing the Institute's activities and impact. My deepest appreciation goes in particular to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Tanzania for its significant role in amplifying the visibility of the Institute and its endeavors. Its partnership and advocacy have been invaluable in promoting our shared objectives on the international stage. I also wish to acknowledge and express gratitude to our esteemed lecturers and tutors who have dedicated their precious time and expertise to prepare their presentations and guide our discussions during this session of the Academy. Their commitment to excellence ensures that this week-long journey of exploration and learning will be both enriching and transformative for all participants. Most of all, I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have made this Academy possible. I have particularly in mind the government of the Faroe Islands for its generous support over the past 4 years. Its steadfast commitment to advancing knowledge in this critical area has been invaluable. As we continue to build capacity and deepen our understanding of the continental shelf, I look forward to the possibility of continued collaboration with the government of the Faroe Islands, ensuring that our efforts yield long-lasting benefits for all involved. As we plunge into the complex legal and technical aspects of the continental shelf, I encourage each of you to actively engage, collaborate, and contribute to our collective understanding. Together, we can chart a course towards a more sustainable and inclusive maritime future. It is on that note of hope and encouragement that I declare open the 2024 Academy on the Continental Shelf and wish you very rich and fruitful interactions and discussions. Thank you very much.
Member of the Commission on the Limits of the Continental Shelf, esteemed Mr. Finn, geoscientist and an Article 76 specialist, esteemed Mama Ganlage, University of the Faroe Islands, our esteemed academic coordinator, and our Professor Matthias Sainkuye, Director of the African Institute of International Law, honorable guests, esteemed participants, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and honor that I stand before you today to inaugurate the 2024 Summer Academy on the Continental Shelf hosted by the AIIL in collaboration with the University of the Faroe Islands. This academy is scheduled to take place in this vibrant city of Arusha from the 22nd to 27th of April. It marks a significant milestone in the realm of legal and technical exploration pertaining to the continental shelf. SACS is not merely a gathering of minds. It is a convergence of expertise, a fusion of knowledge, and a celebration of collaboration. As we delve into the intricate legal and technical aspects that define the regime of the continental shelf, we are embarking on a journey that transcends borders and foster a deeper understanding of our shared maritime heritage. Allow me to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the government of the Faroe Islands for their generous contributions, which has made this academy possible. Their commitment to the dissemination of knowledge regarding the law of the sea is commendable and sets a shining example for a global cooperation and partnership. At the same time, I would also like to express my appreciation to the University of the Faroe Islands for their foresight in planning to hold SACS every summer for the next several years. This continuity ensures a sustained platform for learning and collaboration, fostering long-term relationships and advancements in maritime knowledge. Further, I extend my sincere appreciation to the hosting institution, AIIL, for their steadfast dedication to consolidating the rule of law and fostering rule-based Pan-African integration. Founded on a common understanding and the application of international law, the Public Law of Africa and African Union law by African states, the Institute plays a crucial role in advancing legal discourse and fostering cooperation among nations. Its strategic importance has received notable recognition from both the African Union Assembly and the UN General Assembly through several resolutions, all of which emphasize the Institute's critical role in capacity building and the promotion of international law within the African continent. The joint venture between the University of the Faroe Islands and the Institute serves as a compelling example of the transformative impact of international collaboration in tackling global challenges. The commitment to excellence of these two institutions is reflected in the expertise and dedication of our esteemed tutors, who include judges of international courts and tribunal, members of the Commission on the Limits of the Continental Shelf, and international practitioners with extensive experience in continental shelf matters. The guidance and mentorship will undoubtedly enrich the learning experience of all participants. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of SACs cannot be overstated, especially for coastal states around the world. The continental shelf represents not just a geological extension of our landmass, but a vital resource reservoir that holds immense economic and ecological significance. Understanding the legal framework, delineating boundaries, and leveraging scientific insights are paramount in ensuring sustainable and equitable utilization of these resources. For Africa, and particularly for Tanzania, the significance of SACs is profound, with a vast coastline and maritime interests that span diverse sectors, including fisheries, energy exploration, and environmental conservation. Tanzania stands to benefit significantly from the knowledge and expertise shared in the academy. Furthermore, Africa as a continent is poised for maritime growth and development.